Hi guys, again a very warm welcome to our another new stream for a complete week. I'm very happy and excited again. Every week I love to have conversation with you. This is the one of the best part of being a financial analyst to meet you up once in a week and give you some more trading ideas. We'll be talking about financial market. So yeah, guys, my name is Akash and I'll be your financial analyst for today's live webinar. As we have discussed in the last session, specifically in the last webinar, we will talk about markets, the dynamics of market, and we will also try to analyze what will be the best trading ideas for us. In the last week, we also had conversations that what could be the major trading advices that I had given. There were plenty of clients that had reached out to me. They'd send me the screenshot that they were able to generate a good amount of profit. So it's always been fine and nice to meet all of you. My objective always has been to assist client to the best possible extent to help them to find good market moments and at the same time to find the best trading ideas if we have one to share with them. The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is the reason to help you out, guys. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing. Feel free to comment into the comment session. We are meeting once in every week on Friday according to Indian Standard Time, exactly around 7:30 IST. So feel free if you have any question that you deliberately want to ask me and you are very afraid to ask directly, you have a complete comment session dedicated on that. Now this comment session is been created for your question. So feel free to ask your question. Do not hesitate about anything at all while having conversation. So I'm happy to meet you. As you know, the name of the stream will be working on one of the trading strategies for today. We'll try to analyze the market. At the same time, we will be doing some live trading in my trading account based on the trading strategy. As you know, the name of the stream will be we'll be working out with one of the easiest trading strategy. We call it as diving. We call it as Friday strategy. Forgive me about that. So in the last week we talked about the diving strategy, and this week we'll be trying to know about the Friday strategy. Now, there is nothing to worry about if you do not have access to the strategy. I will teach you how to create this trading strategy, how to curate this trading strategy based on the different set of indicators and oscillators. So feel free to reach out to me. Okay, so we have complete comment session. I think come a couple of clients. Mr. Rathod, hello, sir. Good evening. Nice to meet you again. Mr. Rathod, you are among those very few clients who are very consistent in the conversation, the personal consultation. So thank you very much for being regular and good evening to you too, sir. Thank you. Mr. Akash ji said, okay, sir. Mr. Akash, a very warm welcome to the session. So guys, let's break as you always know that every week once a week I usually come and the session is been dedicated into two halves. The very first half is what we talk about the financial market, and the second half is where we try to find out good trading ideas based on the different trading signals. So I have a lot of things to share with you, and I would love to share all these details with you. So let's try and have an active conversation as much possible from our end. Mr. Rishabh ji said hello. Mr. Rishabh, very warm welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome to the stream. Good evening, sir. Mr. Rathod ji said, sorry to say, sir, but tomorrow is my exam, so I will not be able to take this session live. I will view this session in the recorded session. Sorry for this one. So I believe you are in the beginning journey of your life. So make sure that ample amount of time would be given to the studies, and then after that, absolutely, we have an option to look into for making money in the financial market. So yeah, all the best for your exam, and I hope you will nail it, sir. So guys, let's talk about the market, right? So as I told you, these two sessions will be dedicated into like this complete session will be dedicated on the two half. The very first half of this session will be dedicated on understanding what really has happened in the financial market, and then in the next half we'll be taking some live trades. So let's start with the analysis. So as you may know, in the last stream we talked about a lot of things. We also took some live trades on NFP, if you can recall. So let's start with that. So what really has happened in the last week, I told all of you that gold has a very good chances to rise in the market. in the last stream. If you have seen it, if you haven't seen it, go through the recorded one and you will get an idea about it. So what really has happened, if you switch the graph to 30 minutes duration now, what will you see? Once on 6th after 7 o'clock, I mean on 6th of December, exactly at 7 o'clock, starting from that moment, the price of gold started appreciating itself. This is an excellent opportunity. Some of those clients did send me an email where they were able to make more than 300% profit on their initial capital investment. So that was one of the best thing that I have seen, and I was very happy with the fact that some of the client did send me their screenshot. So profit is always what we seek, guys, and that is the reason why we do what we do. Let's start with today's session. So yeah, the gold trade. Yes, the gold trade is profitable for a lot of clients. I still was able to generate a good amount of profit for myself. If I had this opportunity to share with you, I would love to do that. Okay, this is my INR account. Okay, let me just switch to my USD account. Here we go. And here we'll select gold. Okay, so let's go through the trading history so far. Here, let me zoom out. So what we did, first of all, we invested in the last week, I think exactly at 6, yes, correct, on 6th of December. We took the trade of around $4,000, able to make around $174. This was during the live session. This was not only it. After that, I went with a little small amount and I held my position for some period of time with $400. We were able to make a certain amount of profit, but I wish we could have hold this position for a little longer time so that it could have benefited us in the longer run. I think I missed a couple of comments. Mr. Gujjar ji said, "Hi, Mr. Gujjar, welcome to the stream." Mr. Arjun is one of my recent client who uh, has been a part of our trading community recently now with us. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Arjun. Mr. Gujja said, can we make screen 16 ratio 4 so we can watch easily? I know, sir. It's quite convenient. But the streams are being conducted for those people who feel like, the trading in the mobile version is quite difficult. It's certainly not. That is the reason why it's an experimental feature that we are trying. We are basically reducing our computer size screen in such a way that it will fit your mobile version. So in the portrait version itself, you will be able to check all the details by yourself. However, there are our managers from the different country. They took sessions while broadening their screen and showing the entire results there. So if you may seek, you can also watch those streams. For now, for the time being, what we are doing is we will be basically squeezing the screen size to an optimum level where you will be able to watch this effectively well. Anyway, so let's jump to the major trading events. I think this week this week was full of event. We have CPI and PPI. Consumer price index this time turns out to be neutral. That means the forecast and actual data turned out to be equal. That wasn't very good at that moment. But yes, in the next week, we have lot of news lined up. And trust me, this news can affect you greatly. It can affect you greatly. It will not only make USD, the currency associated with the USD, on the volatile side, but it will also hamper the performance of gold. And that is what is important for us. So in the next week, I'll tell you the exact date and time so that you will be, as an audience, will be able to watch it very effectively well when this data will be released and how it will be impacting the market. I will be talking in the form of for the clarification, I'll be talking in the form of Indian Standard Time, which is and will be converting it according to the IST. For in those situations, so if some of the clients are using another one, so I mean, if they are watching from the different region, absolutely you will be watching from the different localities. So you can change your time according to that. According to the Indian Standard Time, it is GMT plus 530. However, you can change it according to your local standard time. Okay, so let's start with the market analysis. So the very first thing we have to observe as of now, if you remember in the last week, I talked to you about Brent, right? I told all the clients to have a good position on Brent because Brent has the highest possibility to rise. And soon after that, if you see this graph for a day, it was close to the support level. Let me just make it a little closer one here. The value of Brent was very close to the support level. And it has the highest possibility to rise. And in fact, it did. It did. And we not only make money in it on fixed time trade mode, but we also were able to make a generous amount of profit in Forex. So in Forex, we made like $383 on 6th of December. We a marginal profit we made, another profit here. We 6th on December. In fact, you could have seen in the live stream. I have opened this trade, and this another trade which is $266. We didn't stop ourselves at that very moment. I think there were some trades we also have taken. So let me show you my entire trade. Today, the market was little on the fluctuating side, but we still were able to recover our losses. So one of the biggest trade that I have taken so far was on Brent. If you'll see, we know for sure the market has to rise. So the trade that we have taken was close to $8,000. That is on the fixed time trade mode. Now, why such a huge amount? I intently tell you that do not go with a very high amount. But the reason for telling you about this was the value of Brent, because the Brent went to such a low level, it has the highest possibility to rise. We never know when the market was rising, but we know for sure the market has to rise. And that is why we have given a little higher amount of time for the trade to close. And once it did, we were managed to make like around $6,400. That's a complete month profit in a single trade. We were lucky to find out such a trade there. Now, in the next part, that is the basic, like the fixed time trade and the forex profit that I have made. I have shown it to you recently. Apart from this, I also have invested in my INR account. I was able to make around how much? 60% profit, 10,000 rupees is what we have invested with a small capital, and able to make around 60% profit, which is 5976. Now, what are these two events I'm talking about? So one of the client did comment, Mr. Arjun did commented on this. So Arjunji, yes, you are right. So one of the major economic news which will be released for the next week, we call this as interest rate decisions. One of the biggest decisions will be taken. And there are two interest rate decisions data releases in the next week. And I want you to note it down in your calendar and whatever events where you mark your important event there. So Fed on 18th of December will be in will be reducing its interest rate by 25 basis point. Fed will be reducing its interest rate by 25 basis point. Okay. Now, what will happen because of the same? I have two conditions. I was completely analyzing the data and trying to extrapolate how what can be the situations and how the market can react in these extreme situations. So we come with two conclusions. I was watching the previous candle to get an analysis. Right now, you will be seeing my screen should be stuck, but I'm checking the economic calendar in my another monitor. So as I told you, in the next week, okay, the date is on 18th of December. Okay. Fed interest rate decision will be taken on 18th of December. It would be but after midnight, exactly at 12:30 in the midnight. I'm talking about 0030 minutes. We will have one of the biggest, in fact. Fed will be decreasing its interest rate by 25 basis point, 4.75 it is right now. They will be doing it at 4.50. Now, how it will impact the graph, what if you mean to say. While watching the candle, we have observed when the interest rate decisions are been reduced, so that means government is trying for the money, more money to be circulated at the cheaper price. So suppose if you are a banking person, if you do not know anything about that. So suppose if if the interest rate on your saving account decreases, you will not put money in your bank, right? So what you will do, you will try to withdraw the whatever funds that you have, and you will try to invest in a pair in which there are higher form of returns. One of the easiest form of return, and it is like absolutely perfect from the inflation point of view, is metals. We call it as gold and silver. Gold and silver. Now, recently, gold's tried to shoot up, and it did. Now the market has been tumbling down. Now we will have another opportunity in this. So there are very good chances, right? There are very good chances on, in my opinion, 18th of December, there is a higher chances for gold to rise. May from might be like there are chances, right? We are trying to analyze the market, so there are good chances for gold to rise starting from 10 a.m. IST, according to the Indian Standard Time, GMT plus 530, or it may start rising after 6 o'clock in the evening. So we make a statement, right? It may or may not be accurate, but 60 to 70% of the time we have observed this. Whenever the Fed interest rate decisions have been taken, people tend to uh, withdraw their funds from the bank, and they tend to invest in the much more safer way. And gold is acting as a safe haven because people tend to invest more in gold. That is the reason. So there are very good chances in 4 days, yeah, 4 to 5 days, let the gold decrease once again. And it's very good chances on 18th, even in the morning around 10 a.m. IST or 6 p.m. IST, is from the analytical point of view strictly I'm talking about. There are good chances for gold to increase. Not only gold, but silver, for the silver to increase as well. And you will see one of the greatest impact in the midnight 12:30. Midnight 12:30. So every currency associated with the USD will be hampered by this huge performance that you will see, which will be happening on 18th, or 18th night, or we can say that it would be 19th for some of the peoples who have different time zones. And the very next day, we have BOJ interest rate decisions, which will be impacting USD JPY. Now, what we are saying, the USD JPY is pushing itself, is pumping a lot of money right now in JPY. But while I was analyzing the news articles there, so Bank of Japan will be increasing the interest rate. Now that means the Japanese yen will be strengthening. So on 19th morning, according to IST GMT plus 530, the mark, you can see biggest impulsive candle starting from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. IST in the morning. 8:30 to 9:30, you can see one of the biggest candle formation on USD JPY. So these are the major two events, uh, which in my point of view will be considered as highly important. And in the longer run, it can build you amazing profitability, guys. Gold, USD JPY, Euro USD. So there is a lot of deciding factor which will be going on there. So because of the Fed decreasing the interest rate, there is also good possibility that the USD JPY may fall. That means the correction. So that means the USD will decrease against all the currency, may decrease in against all the currency on 18th, starting from 10 a.m. or later in the evening after 6. These are the only two chances, in my opinion, while I have done the observation from the last 3 to 4 years Fed interest rate policies I have checked. So this is what we basically come up with. So good chances of these. Now let's talk. Since we talked about the major market events, I also would recommend you to keep a very closer look on the Brent, uh, because we drawn a trend line in here. Now, based on the trend line, if we may see, so the price correction can be here. It broke. and then it again bounce back. So price correction can happen anytime soon in Brent. And if you find Brent close to 70, $71 per barrel, holding a position with the 10x multiplier will build you a good amount of profit. So these are the major market events that I wanted to share with you about. Let's start with our main session for today. So guys, today we'll be doing some live trading. It would be based on a very simple strategy. You can see this name of the stream. It's live trading on the Friday strategy, and that is what we'll be doing for today. We will try to take our trades in our live account, but be very careful. This is a very small advice or a disclaimer from my end. Guys, what I'm doing is to teach you, right? So while I'm taking the trades in my trading account, do not try to copy them. The reason is the stream is getting delayed anytime between, we can say that 2 seconds to a minute duration as well. And we know how important while taking a trade in fixed time trade, our trade can go for the toss. So the most important factor for all of you to understand is do not copy my trade. I have been taking trade. I have been with the Olymptrade for more than 5 years. So I'm taking the trades based on are completely based on my experience. And if you try to copy my trades, your trade can go for the toss. So be very careful about that. Mr. Arjunji had one question, sir. Japan increase rates, then the USD JPY fall, sir. Right. Yeah, there are chances, but we never know unless couple of days earlier. So there is this one side I would highly recommend you to check. The name of the site is Trading Economics, where uh, the rises on it or decrease in the interest rate, which will show you a very clear clarity. We cannot predict the exact nature what will happen after the 4 days. Sometimes what really has happened, then the interest rate has been decreased, even though in that situation the value of USD JPY increases at this moment. So while taking an observation about this, we have also have to think about that. Now, in case some of you traders are looking for a good entry in USD JPY, watch it fall close to 149, 150. That would be an amazing way to hold your position there. Mr. Khan said, "Hi sir, hello Mr. Khan, welcome to the stream. Let's get started." So as I told you, today we'll be taking some live trades on this trading strategy. So for today, we'll be using one of the easiest trading strategy. You have to go to this A symbol, this technical analysis symbol. Then we will go to strategies option here. And based on the strategy, I would recommend you to select this Friday strategy. In case if you do not know anything about the strategy, I will teach you about that. And if you do not have access to the strategy itself, that's completely fine. We click on the Friday strategy and we click on enable strategy option, and the strategy will be applied automatically. Now, all you can see is the three lines, right? These three lines, out of which the smallest EMA, the purple line which we are seeing, is EMA 5. So here in this situation, we'll make EMA 5 little thicker. So in case guys, if you do not know, so these is the combinations of three EMA, EMA 5, EMA 15, and EMA 50, EMA 5, EMA 13, and EMA 55. So we will try to execute our trade based on this EMA crossover. So in case you want to note down, you can note it down as well. But in conjunction, I would also recommend you, because like it's very difficult to find or predict the trend. In add more tools, go to indicator and apply parabolic in conjunction with it. And here it is. Now watch this one out, guys. We have three lines, right? There's a purple line and yellow line, and there is another line. So when we are taking a trade, it's very careful. Every crossover, when the smallest EMA crosses any of the remaining EMA, if any, even it is the yellow line or another one, if it is crossing from top to bottom, there is a strong chances for the market to fall down. For the market to fall down. If the EMA crosses this line, there's a strong chances for the market to fall down. And if this another EMA crosses any of the EMA, may it be from bottom to top, there's a high probability for market to rise, and that's where we will take the trade in upward direction. Here in this situation, we'll also use the candlestick pattern in conjunction to find out the good trend. So here the crossover is happening. Let me look at this candle. The candle is rejecting in upward direction. Okay. So that is not a good signal as of now. Although it is crossing, but here there is a green candle appearance. What we are seeking right now is the red candle. Okay, let's just find out one, two, three levels. So no, there is no particular level of support or resistance. Yeah. So in this situation, we will not take the trade, even though it seemed like they are crossing each other. But the thing in this situation is happening that the candle is pushing itself in upward direction, which is a sign for an uptrend. A doji pattern formation in the below with a tail from bottom to top, it is an indication for an uptrend, and the dots which is indicating in us in the downward direction. So these two signals are rejecting each other. However, we'll make it a little into our favorite list. We will try to check it back later. Let's find some more out. And yeah, guys, also remember this: when these three lines, if they have a further the distance they have, the stronger the trend it indicates. Now, if these three lines are actually very in a lying in a very congested manner, if they are lying very close to each other, it's a big no trade. We should not take a trade. I'll show you why we should trade. Let me take one risk-free trades in the upward direction. So why we are choosing 2 minutes graph, 2 minutes expiration time, you can go ahead with 3 minutes duration graph as well. Okay, let's find some good signals here. Guys, let me know in the comment section on which asset. Okay, it's a good chances. Nice. We're watching the graph for 2 minutes duration. We're taking the trade for around 3 minutes. Let's watch it all together. So when this smallest EMA crosses any other EMA from top to bottom, there's a good chances for the market to tumble down or decrease. So there is a dot formation also is confirming that there is a strong possibility for market to go into the downward direction. And that is the reason why we took the trade in downward direction. Also, we also have given 3 minutes for the market to settle itself down and trade accordingly. If the crossover doesn't really happen, we'll hedge our position, another position in this situation. So an earlier crossover has happened in this situation, and in 2 minutes duration, it was an bare indication that these two lines may cross. Let me just hedge my position of around, no, in the down. Okay. Hedging the position, that means if you feel like your trade position wasn't that strong enough, you open another trade at that instant with the partial amount or half of the amount. Okay. Let's wait for the trade to close. We'll find some more trades. Guys, be active in the live chat. Let me know where do you want me to take the trade, and I'll take the trade accordingly. No crossover here. What's with the commodity composite index trade? Yeah, the trade seems to be profitable. The smallest EMA was crossing another EMA from bottom to top. That is the reason why we took the trade in upward direction. Okay, let's find some more signals. On crypto composite index is what we'll observe. Again, no signal in here. No confirmation here. So we keep on changing assets by asset rather than sticking to only one asset. We are trying to change asset one at a time. Okay, do we have any further signals in here? Not really. Let's find some more. Okay, now in this situation, this situation is very tricky. Top to bottom crossover is what we may see. Okay, but the candle formation is green, so we cannot be very certain about this, guys. We cannot be very certain about this signal. Okay, let's wait. Let me switch to another trade here. Commodity, no signal. Let's check Europe Composite Index. The trade seems to be on the profitable front. Anyway, there are some time remaining. Let's wait. Let's try to choose some more. Guys, let me know in the comment section on which asset are you finding out the good signals. Let's find some more. I think Arjun ji explained it, the concept to Anil ji just explained a concept to Arjun ji. Bro, please use the dollar index correlation we check. Or yes, dollar index correlation plays a very important part. Now, if the dollar index is decreasing against all the currency, that means it is decreasing against all. So may it be uh, what we can say that Euro, USD, USD, JPY, USD, CAD, whatever currency you may select at that moment, but there is a correction happening at that particular time. So let's just open another trade, top to bottom crossover. We took the trade in downward direction. A dot confirmation is also there. Okay, I think taking a trade a little on the higher side will always work in our favor. Let me just hedge my position on this. Let's try to open some more trades. No crossover here yet so far. These two lines are consolidated and the red green formation is happening as of now. So at the moment, we cannot guarantee whether the trade will follow the way that we are analyzing it to be. But anyways, let's watch some more trades. Let me just try to switch between assets. No signal in here. No signal in here. Again, it's a close call going on top to bottom crossover. The doji candle formation, the trend reversal. Okay, let's wait. Sometimes the max market didn't really react for some period of time, and this is the exact event which we can see. There's a doji candle stick happening right now. Here we could have taken a downward trade. Right now we are a little late. Let me just go with around 250 INR for around 3 minutes. We should have selected for 1 minute graph. 3 minutes could have been a considerable. Right now, the market seems to be very fluctuating. Exactly 7 o'clock has been happened, so that means one of the major market news events should be there. Let me see if there is any major economic news event was there for today. Just a second, please. So, yes, the export data release out. So that means USD must be rising. So that means Euro USD must fall or decrease. Is it decreasing? We took the trade on the market volatility. Euro USD must decrease now. Let's see. Let's select Smooch Index for the clarity. Okay. I just hope not the trade goes toss in the last second or so. Yeah, the trade become profitable for us. Okay. Now, for all the traders who do not know about this strategy, right, let me just remove everything from the scratch. So, what you have to do, you have to click on this A symbol here. It's technical analysis. We click in here. We go to indicators. Here we select three EMAs, one, two, and 3. You can select the color combination as you may like it. So we'll select the very small EMA with the purple color, and we'll make the line little thicker one. After this, we'll select EMA 5, EMA 13. EMA 13 will, let us suppose we selected a blue line, and EMA 55. This is what we call it as Friday strategy. Okay, let it be the same color as it is right now. Okay. So the trade execution will be based on when the very small EMA crosses another EMA from top to bottom. It's a sign for a downtrend. One of the best one way is the confirmation that when EMA, the smallest EMA crosses one of the biggest EMA. That's a very rare signal because these signals have been generated after a considerable amount of time. So therefore, there the fluctuation that we can see at that moment would be slightly on the higher side. Let's look into the last trade that we have taken. Okay, so one, two, three trades were negative, but this amount was recovered by this trade, and Euro USD was positive. So our analysis for the Euro USD to fall, it was right, correct, top to bottom crossover downtrend. Now we will not take trade any trade on the currency pair because right now the market seemingly fluctuating for all the currency pairs. And if you'll see there, if there is a lot of doji candle appearance at the same price level, if there are more than 3 to 4 doji candles at the exact price level, we'll skip the trading on that particular asset. That's for sure. We will not take any more bigger amount of trades there, guys. Now, if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Let's find some more signals. Do we have any signal yet? So I think we have taken like 2 to 3 trades altogether, no? Let's just check. So I think around this was the last trade I have taken. So 1850 trade was negative. This one was also negative. This one is also negative. We recovered the entire trading volume by taking this single trade and another trade here. So now, right now, we are in the profitable state as of now for the time being. There are 3 more trades that we have taken. Were these trade taken recently? Yeah, these trades were taken recently only. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 of the trades are negative and rest of them are on the positive front. Okay. Let's find some more signals. Okay, so the slight crossover is here, but these is a consolidated line, guys. We cannot be very sure whether the market will follow into the same direction or this is a very consolidated line. But okay, if you want, we can take like around. Okay, how about we take it like around 250? Okay, little late, but still we'll take it. It's a very small amount, even if the trade goes for the toss, that won't do any harm to us. It's a crossover happening. Is it the engulfing happening right now? If the engulfing is happening, we'll definitely take a trade on this. Okay, so the crossover, the smallest EMA is crossing another EMA from bottom to top, and that is the reason why we took the trade in upward direction. We'll always use martingale approach in the scenarios like these when there is a possibility for the trend reversal to happen. Okay, okay. Let's find some more. Just a second, guys. Okay, no signal in here. So I think one of the question has been raised in the comment section. Mr. Ashish just said how to identify perfect hammer. Now, in order to identify the perfect hammer, the stronger the candle that you select, the higher the duration the candle that you select, the stronger the kind of variation that you will be able to watch at that very instant. Now, I'll give you for an example. Let's take an example for here. So, in if you okay, so we had a confirmation here. Let's take like around 3 minutes. The smallest EMA crossing another EMA bottom to top. That is the reason why we took it. Let's wait for the trade to turn. Oh, we are watching the candle for 5 minutes duration. All right. So if you are watching the candle for 5 minutes duration, never take the trade for 5 minutes duration. You will basically go ahead with a little higher time frame. With a little higher time frame. That's for sure. And always remember when you are taking a trade on index, there are always support and resistance associated with it. So we should have taken a little higher, like around 9 to 10 minutes. Let's wait and we'll wait for the reversal to happen. Let me just hedge my another position in this. Around 8 minutes, I'll do that. Okay, we will wait for more time till the point. Let's find some more signals. The 500 rupees trade to be taken. Let's just watch the graph for 2 minutes. If the market seem very volatile, guys, be very careful while taking a trade. So there's a very good chances for market to rise. But increasing the time duration little higher one could have been a little effective for us. I don't think so that the trade should go in the very last second or so. Yep, in the very last second the trade went for the toss. So here we consider this complete section as a dead zone. When there is a lot of red green candle formation is happening, a doji candlestick formation happening, even though the signal is being generated at this very moment, this signal will be considered as a highly risky signal. Let's find some more. Oh, here the crossover is exactly reversing itself down. We took the trade for 5 minutes duration graph, right? It was about to cross this level, but it really didn't. Okay, okay. What's the situation in this case right now? The trend is reversing. Okay. This was acting as a good level of resistance at this moment, right? So I think we already hedge our position of around 2000 rupees on this one. So we'll not do any more. Let me just watch it for 5 minutes duration. No, no, this is not the right time. Yep, the trend reverses because of the resistance level. We failed to realize that. Okay, let's find an effective signal. I'm looking out for an effective signal. So here, a trend line can be drawn. Nice. Let's wait for this crossover to happen. We are actually anticipating this crossover to happen. So, okay, okay. And there is one thing we failed to apply here is the parabolic SAR. Okay. Do we have any signal in here? Not closely. Let's switch the graph to 2 minutes. I think for 2 minutes it should be crossing. Yeah, it indeed is crossing. No signal. Okay, forgive me about that, guys. I completely forget about the last comment. So how to find the perfect hammer? Whenever you want to find a perfect hammer, just select the time duration for a little higher time. Engulfing can happen very time soon on this. Let me just take it for 5 minutes now. Do it for 7 minutes. So this is what we call it as engulfing pattern. If it is a green candle, it's been engulfed by the previous, the red, when the green candle is completely engulfed by the red candle itself, we call this process of engulfing. And it is very close to the resistance level. So that means there is a high chances for market to push itself into the bearish sentiments. One, two, three levels are here already. Now this trade is not been taken on the signal, but on the technical aspect of the trade. Let's wait. Okay, till the point, let's find some more signals. Let me go. Can we, Arjunji said, can we buy gold now? I wouldn't recommend it to buy gold right now. So the reason why we are not buying gold, because the trend is very strong downtrend. So if you have learned about this concept, because when say that whenever do not catch a falling knife, do not catch a falling knife. Now in this instance, the market is falling, and we will not take the trade against the trend. In English, it's always been said that trend is your friend. So never take the trade against the trend. All right. Do we happen to see any signal confirmation here yet? Guys, let me know in the comment section when can you see the signal, and I would love to take the trade accordingly. Uh, no crossover here yet. Let's skip it. Yeah, the close proximity. I really want to hedge my position on this, but I think the market will increase. We have given like around 2 minutes for the market to settle down. But hedging a position would be a little riskier, little riskier. Yeah. Let me zoom it in. I think around 1 minute 32 seconds are remaining for the trade to close. Let's hedge our position. Anyways, let's hedge our position on this. Okay, okay. The market should favor us, in my opinion. We have given like around 3 minutes to candle settle down. Okay, so for today, the markets is not favoring us as of now, as we are expecting it to be. The market is very flattened, not much of the variation that we can see as of now. I think we have a consecutive streak of non-profitable trades. Let's just go through the trade history. One, two, three. If all couple of trades become profitable, then we will be entirely recovering our losses. Okay, but we hedge our position. That means our position was good. Let me just reload my screen once again. Okay, so close proximity. Nice, nice. It's increasing. And finally, the profitability stayed there. So we were hopeful that the trade will return to its existing position, and it did. So the finally our trade become profitable on that front. I think there was this trade that we have taken. Let's look into some more trades. Nice. So the last three trades amount has been completely recovered. That is what we were anticipating from the market itself. Now let's wait for some more trades, some more signals is what we'll be relying on. No signal in here. Crypto is not recovering anytime soon. So we based on the concept of engulfing, we took the trade, but I think the market has to push itself down. Taking a trade of around 10 minutes would have been a good idea in that case. Okay, it has to come down because it's a very strong level of resistance at this price level. So around a minute is remaining. Yeah, around a minute is remaining for the trade to close, and I hope it will turn in our favor. I'm very hopeful for that. Around 55 seconds. Okay. As I told you, the engulfing will happen. That is the reason we went with the little higher time duration while watching the candle for 5 minutes duration. We'll see whether the market turn in our favor or not. Ashish ji say, Mr. Arjun ji said, okay, sir, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome, Arjun ji. Let's watch our one of the last trades that we have taken, and then we will wind up today's session. We'll see whether we will enter today into the profitable front or not. I just hope it went into profitable state because the time duration that we have selected, it has to be on the profitable side. But yep, done, done. So that was our session, guys. Thank you very much for staying ahead with live with me. We worked on the engulfing concept and it worked in our favor. Thank you very much for joining. I wish you all the best. Have a great weekend ahead for you. And I'll see you into the next stream coming up with few more trading ideas for you. Thank you very much and have a great day ahead, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.